Welcome to a DropTent Media production.
It was a shit show, and that's the kind of shit I'm on. But the shit that you guys are on is at Slapstick Sports. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition to Slapstick Sports. We actually have a very, very, very special episode. My co-host here is actively drafting for his fantasy football team.
It is what it is. You know, the storm fucked shit up. I was supposed to do this. We were supposed to do the podcast yesterday. Here we are. Now, dressed for money. There's a lot of money at stake. And I'm a piece of shit. So Here we are.
If you're freaking out during
I'd probably be good
during this podcast, you know why.
I got
it's
Saquon.
It's not all the amazing sex we have on here.
I got Saquon and DeAndre already. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Saquon who?
Saquon and DeAndre Hopkins so far.
Oh, that's pretty solid.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
For the middle pick, which is generally shit.
I'm gonna try to throw in some libertarian stuff. Try to throw you off your game.
Dude,
so
don't.
you draft like Carson Wentz or something. Behind the keys, we got Jesse Pedraza.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Yeah,
I shaved.
You did shave
a little bit.
Very, very good. It's amazing that you're not drafting tonight.
I don't have a fantasy league to draft in.
You don't?
He's a friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
Loser.
no.
My friends decided not to do it, and I'm like, I'm out.
Oh shit, that sucks, man.
I know, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna let's see how much football I really watch now that I have a sports podcast.
Yeah, right, none.
I can't wait for Red Zone, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a way to steal that. I had the opposite issue. I got too many, and I hate when you got too many because you can't focus on any games. Like you just
true.
Like it's like fucking Thursday, and you got some fucking. Let's say you're at like someplace fancy, not like Gojo, and you're bombing.
So point of view, you're eating shit at open mic.
Yeah, and you're like, and you get done your set, you're like, oh fuck, I forgot to set my teams today.
Yep.
It's like a 2-hitter, man.
Yeah, right.
Talking about a 2-hitter. Let's talk about this knockout real quick. We got.
Oh shit.
I was watching this earlier, and it's incredible.
Oof.
I love it.
What a combo for the strawweight title for Invicta.
Oh, that's what's happening. Yeah, those are listening. We got 2 chicks fighting. That's how I like my women.
That was such a good fucking
brutal
head
knockout,
kick, dude.
Boom.
Which again, for a woman like that, it's kind of you don't see those hard KOs like that.
Right.
But that was
not from another
woman. That was legitimately like a fucking Mortal Kombat, like because she was just
it's a brutality,
boom.
motherfucker.
You know what it reminded me of?
Ooh.
Obviously, when Holly knocked the fucking shit out of Ronda when she head kicked Ronda's, or when Holly head kicked Betch Correa.
Oh yeah.
Remember that one? Which was great because Betch Correa was like showing off. She was like taunting her. She was like dancing in the ring. She's like, and then Holly was like, cool. Let go!
Right.
And then she's like, she's like, get KO'd. Dude, those are great.
This is brutal. I mean, I'm gonna be that guy. It's basically a bad stoppage. Like if a ref, it's not that bad.
Right.
It's not egregious. And it's not like the person's like it was. He would have to be fucking on cocaine and be like, okay, that's finished.
Yeah.
But like right there, she's done.
Obviously
I know, but
It's still
a championship fight.
Yeah.
You gotta let him be like, is she baiting her? You gotta give her the benefit of the doubt.
That's a hell of a bait. It's like imagine
I know.
It's not like that Scott Smith thing where he takes a punch to the ribs and he's like, oh, but he was like legitimately hurt.
Well, that was a liver shot, and if anybody ever got hit in the liver,
He broke his ribs.
it wasn't a liver shot.
It was probably both.
Oh yeah, maybe it was both.
He had a broken rib. That's what I remember.
Yeah, you're right.
And you're not gonna bait someone with that kind of
No.
strike. Like you just took a
Nope.
kick to the face.
I can't mute that. I swear to God, it's on silent and it's off. My volume's all the way down. It just does that. I'm sorry.
You saw just you just saw what happened in Victica, man. We don't.
Yeah, seriously.
Any more beeps? We're gonna be doing that.
I can't turn it off.
Yeah, we do want to talk football though.
Yes.
There's a ton of things going on.
They finalized the rosters.
Right. I want to talk real quick about Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
we on our Instagram, I posted Cam Newton chasing down Mac Jones with the
for
the high five, because you can't leave Cam Newton hanging.
Yeah.
Apparently you can.
Apparently
you can.
Apparently, also the team.
You know, Brady would never do that. So I think that's actually probably why I'm thinking that's why Bill Belichick got rid of him.
Yeah,
but
it would sit there and take it.
It really did go from like Cam Newton's going to be the clear starter to like, hey, Mac Jones is looking good in Cam to like Cam Newton's covering this team. Like it really was
like cut, not even sideline.
That's wild.
Cut, right?
Not even the backup.
Yeah.
Okay.
They asked Bill Belichick, like, what do you think about this cut? Like, is this like a bad cut? And he's just like a fucking serial killer. He's like, I don't rank him.
Well, he doesn't like that rap music.
Yeah,
that was the reason.
So I didn't hear about this. What?
Yeah, well, it was just like how Belichick was talking about. Like he was like, "You need to turn that rap music down." He got real old man about it.
Dude, like that's. By the way, it's like Belichick's such a cunt, dude. It's like I get like you're like a winningest
Jones
coach.
Is listening to the fucking Beach Boys, and he's like, you know what, this guy gets it.
Dude, like Brady fucking carried. I feel like more and more I just feel like Brady carried that. The whole duo.
Yeah.
More and more like Belichick for sure definitely is a brilliant guy, but more and more like once you saw Brady leave and they just fell apart.
You know what? I wonder if it's a situation where he like lost touch after his third. He was good enough, right? Like he was a good coach and like he was able to like
after the third Super Bowl win, Brady was like, "This is my team now."
Well, it's not even Brady. It was like Belichick was like, "Oh, I can treat these people the way."
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, so he's the one listening to the rap music.
He's dragging people around.
To his own rap music.
Yeah, we got Bill Belichick in his massage parlors rapping. I think it was more like a marriage, and Belichick, like dynasties they're not an accident. I think he's a really calculated coach.
Yes.
And he's someone that knows his shit really well.
Yeah.
I just think he did become a little dependent on Brady. And Brady like once recognized like, hey, I'm actually the shit. So like, and Brady is.
Yeah.
So is Belichick, but he didn't realize what he was letting go.
Right.
So that's how I see it. It's like almost like a marriage. Like it's just like, like these two have to be together. If one kind of just outgrew the other.
What happened in this marriage? Did the wife find out she was super hot?
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Tom Brady Giselle's Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, Tom Brady's too good looking for her. Fuck her. But like, I'm taking his side. But no. But like, he was like, oh wait a minute. I think he was a rookie, right? And they won essentially, right? So it's like, oh, I'm new. This is wild. The team around me.
Right.
And
you're fucking psyched.
And then they won again. He was like, oh, my coach. And then the third one, just like how you said for Belichick, I think Brady was like, how much of this is him?
Yeah, exactly.
And how much of this is really me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not fucking throwing the pass. He's not making checks at the line. I am. I'm the one finding. I'm the one. Again, yes, he had Randy Moss at one point and West, but like, let's be honest, the Patriots never really had like.
They never had their guys.
A name.
Yeah.
Again, Randy Moss at the end of his career.
Yeah, defensive. They had names.
Offensive.
Yeah, but offensive. Yeah.
And like,
except Gronk.
Well, Gronk again. The Welker, Gronk, Moss, but like.
Right.
But Edelman, I'll even throw Edelman in there because I think he's like a Patriots Hall of Famer. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. He's like a Patriots Hall of Famer. You know, he's a franchise Hall of Famer
on a local scale. He's really
he's a team Hall of Famer. He's
like anyone else New England. Like there's like, oh shit, we can't really match up to that guy. Yeah.
But like outside of those guys, who's he throwing the ball to?
Yeah.
Random white dudes like 1930s football.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why he has Mac Jones.
That's why he has Mac Jones.
Yo, that body.
But no, it is wild.
I don't like that Cam Newton. He listens to rap music. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh shit, Bill.
Like Bill, yeah, we all know what you're saying, Bill. We all know what you're saying, Bill.
Yeah, no, it gets intense. But I don't know.
It's pretty wild that he just got caught.
Who's
the backup?
I hope you draft Cam Newton.
Hoyer. Yeah, Hoyer seems to be the slut that always sticks around.
But he's like a long-term Patriot, right? Like
he's like I'll do the job.
And like he went to the Browns and he went back to the Patriots.
Yeah, he went back to the Patriots. Yeah, but I think McDaniels also went to the Browns, so it was like
right.
So
But it's like Why does he love Hoyer so? He's a trash. He's even for a backup. He's trash.
Yeah, he is pretty trash. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we all know.
He's like Curtis Painter ish.
I'll give him. He's better than Curtis Painter.
He's better than Curtis Painter, of course. There's a lot of people better than Curtis Painter.
I think we're better than Curtis Painter.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive we're better than Curtis Painter.
I think Curtis Painter plays for Bishop Sycamore.
Probably, man. Probably.
Dude, that's
We'd be able to point him out.
the
Yeah,
funniest thing of all
Yeah.
time. That Bishop Sycamore shit truly is so goddamn funny.
So
How they were able to just con everyone, like no one, but
It's
also
incredible.
it's not
We
their
were
fault.
saying-
it's everyone
we're-
else's fault.
We were saying
You
you're
work.
playing safety for them.
yeah.
Oh, I easily could.
Yeah, no,
No, you did.
that's why you weren't able to make. That's why we couldn't do the pod on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's
It's
funny.
like it's funny, like Adam just disappears and this gets all released.
Right.
Right.
During
Yeah.
a hurricane, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very funny.
I was trying to make a fucking second. I was trying to revive my career.
As
high
you
school
were
kids.
laying on the ground with a shared helmet.
Oh my!
I like the
Lord,
announcer at
dude.
one point goes, a lot of D1 prospects here, although we could not verify that.
So let's for the folks at home, let's start off. So it's Sycamore.
Yeah, Bishop Sycamore versus the team they played against. Who was the team they played against?
IMG Academy.
Okay.
IMG. So
So-
Image Academy.
Image Academy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
It's
so,
a very real place.
Very real.
So Bishop Sycamore is an online school.
I would honestly, just off the names, I would say Bishop Sycamore is the real one versus
Right.
IMG Academy.
Yeah.
It sounds like they like.
It does.
It sounds like someone like took a picture of Academy and that's like the file extension, like IMG, and it's Academy. But anyway, yeah. So Bishop Sycamore is an online school. So we got DeVry University here.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's like a technician school.
Right.
But it's funny. Like it's like they're like 20 to 30 years old. These guys.
Yeah.
But again, like I was telling Jesse
They
off
were
air,
getting
like
fucked up by
It's- it
15-year-olds.
it just fits for you so well, Adam.
what,
I'm
it
not sure.
really does. If I didn't have brain trauma, that would be me.
Right.
if I yeah.
I thought you
Yeah.
went into the team with your brain trauma. They wouldn't have treated it.
No, but I don't want to die. For Bishop Sycamore fake place.
You'd
So-
be the Bishop
they're
Sycamore.
real plays, and they're from a legendary coach, John Madden.
Yeah.
Dude, if
From
I
EA
died,
Sports.
getting beat up by like jacked up 18-year-olds, like I'm already not gonna have a great legacy. I don't want that to be the end of my legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to go down that way. But like, no, I was telling you, like I watched that HBO, no, not HBO, whatever.
Hard
the fuck's-
Knocks.
No, not Hard Knocks.
It was like a Netflix, right?
The Whatever It Takes, where that school that was so good in Baltimore, where I was telling you they're so good, like local teams will play them, so they have to travel the country to play. They played IMG Academy, so I saw them through that team and how they were like pumping them up in that show, like IMG Academy, like their facilities are fucking stellar, like
Right.
they're all like 18-year-old D1 studs.
Bishop got fucking obliterated.
And that's what I'm saying. They got beat the shit up. Yeah, they were high school kids, but they're like Alabama prospects. They're like
Right.
fucking LSU
Yeah,
prospects.
yeah,
Like these
yeah.
guys were washed. They were me.
Mm-hmm.
They were a bunch of me's.
Yes.
The Bishop Sycamore Porcupines.
Yeah, there you go. That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, they just got obliterated.
On
And-
national television.
But like, I mean, these are that makes sense though. And we'll get back. We'll talk about cover this idea with the boxing match later. But these are just like 18-year-olds have nothing going on, and they're like, we play fucking football, bro.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
you're gonna get crushed.
Yeah,
Like
seriously.
I would fucking get destroyed.
Yeah,
Like I'm
absolutely.
just completely
Yeah.
out of practice. I was a lineman. I
No.
could tell, dude.
Yeah.
Like to give me a ball, I'd be like, oh shit, I don't know what to do with this right
That's
now.
the thing is like I might be able to like sure I have way more football knowledge in my belt than those kids, right? So
Yeah.
I might be able to like pick apart but like physically they'll fucking doesn't matter.
Right.
They'll make up the ground.
Right, they'll make up the exactly. They'll physically make up the ground line. It doesn't fucking matter. So I could be standing like I think he's gonna run a post. I could be standing there, but they're still gonna out jump me and catch it. It doesn't fucking matter. It's like
Yeah.
that was funny. Like the guys in the field like writhing in pain. I'm like you look like you're 40, dude. What are you talking about?
So okay,
They're like, he's on the ground and we don't know his name.
you're right.
Wasn't that jersey on the other guy 5 minutes ago?
Right, exactly. Yeah, they didn't have enough equipment. Yeah, that whole fucking situation.
Bad.
And now it's under state investigation.
So as it should be, and it should be investigated under a Netflix documentary because I'd
It
watch the
should
shit
be
out
a
of
30
that.
for 30 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
So
my God,
do we
yes.
know? We know their plays, where their plays came from. Do we know how they got there? Like how
No.
they just conned their, so we will we will find out.
Yeah,
we're gonna
eventually, yeah.
we're gonna circle back to this at some point, and we're gonna talk about the further this investigation.
Honestly, let it go. They got the shit kicked out of him.
Oh,
just make it where it won't
in a
happen.
criminal sense, yes. I want to know the story though.
Oh
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. You're right. For the investigation wise, we're wasting legitimate time. Like, who gives a fuck?
Right.
Make sure, find
awesome.
out what happened, so you just make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
But, like, don't waste like legitimate resources on a bunch of washed up athletes. Get the shit. Like they lost.
Right.
Bad.
Like bad.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck?
Oh, their mentality going into that. You guys want to play like a high school team? Like, what, are they sharing beers or something? Like, I wonder if we can get that going.
Right.
Yeah.
But for sure, 30 for 30 that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
would love to see one of them in a wheelchair.
I want to I want to
God.
see the guy that was laying down that was injured.
Yeah.
I want to see him like in court doing that though.
Yo, he has like
Like-
neck brace on.
Right, he's just laying like
Like,
so. Do what you were doing on the field that day, and he's like laying in the middle of the court, and everyone's just like, "Why are we doing this? This is an injustice
doing,
to our
man? What are we doing
justice
here?"
system."
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But,
That's fucking wild, dude.
I didn't put it on the stuff to talk about, but just about documentaries. Netflix is doing that great Untold sports documentaries.
yeah.
They just released a hockey one last night or 2 nights ago, where this mafia dude, Jimmy Galante, up in Danbury, Connecticut, essentially buys his 17-year-old son a minor league hockey team, but they then branded themselves on top of that like the bad boys of like hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
then
Bishop Sycamores of hockey.
Yeah, the Bishop Sycamores of hockey.
Yeah.
But they got like Matt Rupp at one point, like the actual NHL when they went on strike.
Oh, shit. Right. Yeah.
And they had, he had mob money, so he's like, "You want to play for us?" He's like, "Sure." Like, but it's a wild story. I don't want to talk. We'll talk about it maybe next week. But like,
Yeah,
you guys should watch it. We should talk about it next week because it's fucking.
Guess who's up on the draft?
Right.
It's fucking
Interesting.
wild. Like they beat the like they turned like a small local hockey rink
Yeah.
into like a 200-person psychopath, like just monstrous like arena. It was wild.
yeah.
Like it was fun as fuck. Like
Yeah.
they would fight everybody, like the other player, like the team. Like it was great. Like watch
Hell
that
yeah.
shit. We'll talk about it next week. But we should talk
It's
about it 'cause
called Untold Stories.
it's Untold Crime and Punishment, I think. Untold
okay.
Netflix. Just go to the Untold series on Netflix and just find the hockey one.
Gotcha.
Watch it. It's so good.
Did you see that Andrew Luck might come back to the NFL?
yeah, I did.
I
Yeah,
didn't
he's
see
playing,
that.
Well, he went to high school and like wanted he like
Bishop
called up
Sycamore.
he should
Trying
right?
to get back in it.
Right.
He's like, I didn't know I could have played on ESPN
Right.
like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
No, he called up like some coach and started slinging balls to high schoolers. And I'm like, is he gonna go back? Is he gonna go back to the NFL like Billy Madison went to like
Right, yeah.
get a C?
Yeah, it's funny.
He could just do each level again. He's like, this is because Andrew Luck is that type of dude,
Right,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he just has that like
Play some arena football.
aura. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe that'd be sick if Andrew Luck came back.
You're right.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's a pretty short career, so
Yeah, I know. It's only like 6 years, and he's still on top of his game.
I'm kind of forgetting his playing style. He
was-
didn't take a lot of hits, did he?
No, but the ones he did take, he would always.
I mean, they
like,
had to fuse his neck together. So.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It was
For
like,
Andrew?
oh, it was Peyton.
That was
But I think it was
Peyton.
I think it was also kind of like the same thing. It was his neck. I'm pretty sure.
No, I think he just didn't want to play anymore.
No, he got hurt.
He lost the.
No,
love
he
of
was
the
hurt.
game. All
He was
right,
hurt.
fair enough.
It was either his shoulder
Just
or
gonna
his
take
neck.
your word for it. I didn't follow.
It wasn't because
Andrew
he
Luck.
it wasn't because he just fell out of love. It was like I'm hurt and like I can't do
Yeah,
it.
he's not. Yeah.
But now, which again, same thing with Peyton, right? They're like he's like I have to retire. It's like or just go to Denver. It's
Right,
win a Super Bowl.
right.
It's like I don't know. It's anytime any of these guys are like, oh, I'm done. I'm like,
Are you though?
are you?
But he really like walked away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. Let's see.
Remember that guy Chris Borland from the 49ers? He's like a rookie linebacker, and
Mhm.
like he just played like a rookie season, a phenomenal year, and he's like, I'm walking away from CTE because I don't want to get CTE.
Oh right, yeah.
He like legit walked away too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that, but without an injury. He's like, I'm just gonna preemptively walk away, which is nuts.
Yeah, no,
Well,
especially.
I mean, the direction of the sport is actually pretty. It's like really
Dangerous. Yeah, no.
Right. It's you're using your. That's a big brain move.
Yeah,
like,
for
to
sure.
Be like,
For
I'm
sure.
not doing the CTE shit. Like, just give me a bunch of money, I'll bounce.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sell cars or something. I don't know what he's doing nowadays, but
He actually played for Bishop.
right. It's like,
I had the itch, baby.
I just want to play again. That team
I don't know.
would. That team would have crushed then. It was Andrew Luck and that dude on that. That team would have put up more of a fight.
Yeah, I know. Their recruiting is really shitty.
Right.
They should have recruited.
Andrew Luck's out there. Fucking
Right.
Peyton Manning's out there still. You got guys out there.
But
The recruiting was like a happy hour. Like, who wants to play some football? You're like,
Right.
We got a bunch of pads. Like, that'd be kind of weird.
yeah,
Like
definitely.
if like someone would play some football, I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, toss the pigskin and it's like, we got jerseys and we're going to a high school field and there's gonna be another team there. I'd be like, this is fucking crazy.
Those cameras, that's
yeah.
ESPN. Why?
Yeah.
Why are we playing for ESPN?
I know we're doing some pickup stuff. Okay.
They're
Hey,
just
who's San
practicing.
Francisco's starting running back? Is it Mostert?
Checking in with Adam with the draft.
Is it Mostert?
I think so. Let me check.
This is relatively on brand though, because a lot of people are drafting this week.
Because my first time I actually really had to address this because I'm up soon. I got to pick the running back, but I don't know if I should pick him or not.
This is great use of
But
the pod
it's-
time.
I know, right?
I was hoping you guys would know off the top of your head. I hope you'd be like, yeah, he is. I would have been
No.
like, all right, cool. But you guys,
I think Mostert is the
is
guy.
the backup? Fuck.
we only give the best to our viewers.
Yeah, totally.
I mean,
But did you see? Did you listen to Kanye's new album? Right.
I don't like it. I had to listen to College Dropout to cleanse my fucking hearing.
Yeah,
He is a starter.
it's like Kanye's the starter.
Yes, he's a starter for shitty fucking music lately,
Let's say I'd say a soft 7. It was pretty good.
dude. Really?
Yeah,
I really didn't like it.
I think there's some like good tracks on it. It tells a decent story. But it's not Twisted Fantasy. Definitely not Dropout. It's just like a decent album.
It's an alright.
I can listen.
I felt like all the preview songs were like he wasn't even rap. Like that's how long the song, like much of the song went before he actually rapped on the fucking song. It was like
Right.
just like some other person singing or like a background music. I'm like, hey man, rap. Like what the
Right.
fuck are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
it was just I don't know.
I think
Everyone in Chicago is pissed because he burned the field.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So fucking Kanye's being a menace in Atlanta, and now he's burning
Menace.
Soldier Field.
Right.
Dude, he really is a gremlin of the
he's
NFL.
terrorizing all
It's
these
so funny.
stadiums.
Yeah, he's the number one dude.
Terrorizing.
Yeah, they call it what it is.
It's
all
like,
right?
I know. I
Yo,
always
call
hear
it what it is.
this is the real terrorism that we have to
No
talk
one's
about.
gonna say Donda is a manifesto, and
He
we
is-
gotta be careful here.
He is literally the bane.
It's a manifest. He's like, yeah, he's like, what a lovely, lovely voice. He just blows the field up. Fucking psychopath.
We really underestimate crazy people, and we just like, oh, that guy's just crazy. Let him do
Yeah,
his thing. Right, he's like-
It's
he's
just
like-
Kanye.
Yeah, he's like really pulling some strings.
It's kind of like
Right.
that Bill Burr bit where he's like, if that crazy went into somebody with more power,
Right.
like
Or
instead of
it's like,
Kanye West, you know?
guys crazy talking at Target, and you gotta be careful of those people because there might be one guy that sees him.
Right.
And that guy brings up some good points. Like, oh, great, now there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
They all jump in the back of their El Camino and take off. Yeah, no, it's a great bit, and I love just covering other comics. Yeah, Donda was cool. Yeah, he's burning down stadiums.
Yeah, what's next? What's the next stadium that he fucks up?
Well, let's see. So Atlanta made
I
sense.
hope he goes right to Giants.
Oh,
And,
it's easy. It's easy. Easy. First of all,
Meadowlands.
right.
MetLife Stadium. We share that with the shitty Jets.
If it's not underwater.
Yeah,
It's not
true.
underwater. By the way, yeah,
Actually, it's more like a meadow now. If you
it
think
is more
about
like
it.
an
Yeah.
actual meadow because that
Yeah.
if people don't know, that legitimately is like in swamp,
Right.
like
Yeah.
like the land, like the Meadowlands.
So
It's very
you
accurately
can't,
named.
He can't turn it on fire, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So Atlanta made sense because that's where he recorded the album.
Right.
Chicago makes sense as his hometown.
Yeah.
So L.A.
Yeah, I was thinking
Ooh,
that's where my
yeah.
mind was going.
SoFi
was LA.
Stadium?
Stadium.
2 teams,
Brand new.
brand new,
Are
and
they
two-
gonna let him though? They're not gonna
let him. I don't think they'll let him do it in any of these places. I think
No.
he
They
just
let
give it
him.
up.
They let him do it in Chicago. I
I
mean,
know, I was kidding.
ATL was fairly new.
Yeah, that's that's like the second newest stadium in the league.
Second newest stadium, yeah. So
The first, SoFi's
so
one.
you know what? SoFi is in contention.
In contention. Soldier Field's like iconic.
The oldest,
Like one of the oldest.
One of the oldest, for sure.
So maybe he goes to an old stadium next, or maybe he just goes new, old, new, old, new, old. He just does all 32 teams.
He might just build his own stadium in Montana. Just try to burn that.
That'd be great.
He's like, I just hate football. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna bring football to everybody.
Yeah.
Guess what? No, I'm not.
Yeah, we just think he's being like quirky, but he's really just hates football.
Yeah,
right. The entire time, like
that's the real thing.
Right.
My wife doesn't like it, so I don't like it.
I'm a divorced
Ex-wife.
Kim.
Oh,
'cause
that's
I don't.
right.
I don't like football.
Yeah.
What's going on with this guy?
No respect.
Right.
She dated Reggie Bush.
Yeah. Oh shit. No, it's and OJ and
Yeah.
was,
Oh,
was,
right.
was with that
It all
family a little
started with
bit.
OJ.
Yeah.
Man,
That's where all things come to.
all things
is-
start from him. He's
Yeah.
like he's like it's like the creation of God.
He is the
painting.
nexus.
Like, creation of
He's the
Yeah.
yeah,
nexus
he's the nexus.
point.
Yeah.
Something happened with that guy. This controls the universe. Yeah, that's the stadium. Next topic.
So Hurricane Ida's Bill Simmons fan.
Could you say that again?
Because he fucked up Philly. Hurricane Ida's Bill Simmons fan because they fucked up Philly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
And he wants out, so I don't know if he can get out now.
It's the same thing with like Carson. Like
Carson Wentz.
yeah, it's just like this toxic Philly mindset that
Yeah,
we just
for sure.
we like like we
Yeah,
really
you make everyone's life shitty.
right, and then you're like you hate it here.
So weird, you pussy.
Yeah. Why don't just be miserable like the rest of us?
Right.
You know, it's that is the interesting difference I see between New York and Philly, because like New York is like a major sports market, obviously. Like
Right.
I would argue it's bigger than I would say New York and LA are the two biggest, and then
Yeah,
like
for
Philly,
sure.
Boston, Trails.
Yeah.
But like New York guys get just pressured out just by the straight pressure of performing in New York. We're like,
Right.
yeah, like we're harsh and we're critical, but like here it's
there's an understanding in New York.
yes.
Where in Philly it's just I don't know.
It's like
man.
it's
so
like
toxic.
evil. Evil is a good word to put
Yeah.
it. It's like an
We have
evil
a-
presence.
We have a
Yeah.
complex.
Yeah, where you guys will like almost drive them out with hate.
It's
And they're like,
it's in our
can
water.
I get a year to try? They're like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing, though. It turns into the situation because the same thing with Carson. We got this fresh face coming in, and we're like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Like this person's supposed to be really good," and then like that's what everyone says, they're really good, and then like years go by, and we're coddling this person at this point, and it just gets to a certain point where one thing, just. One thing leads to another, and it kind of becomes a feather breaks camel's back.
Yeah.
We're just really hard on him in his last game. We're like, fuck that person. And
Yeah.
like it just turns
Yeah.
ugly.
Yeah.
And if you look at like their comments on Instagram, it's just fucking hilarious. Like, there's so many bad
it's
stuff.
like immediately just
I just love reading the you scroll down, it's all negative. And it's like, this
Yeah.
person from Philly, this person from Philly, this person from Philly, this person from Philly. And I can see why Ben Simmons is like, I'm done. I can't do an Australian. I can't do an
Yeah.
Australian accent. He probably just thinks he's like way bigger than the city. At least that's how he acts. And he could be, but that's still a shitty attitude, and
For
we don't like that at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of like it's hard to not shake this because we just did it to another athlete. Like just being
Right.
like we're kind of like shitty, but it's our shitty. That's why we love it. It's a really weird complex.
Yeah.
I always do it. I used to do this bad bit where it's like we're David and Goliath at the same time. Like the
Okay.
public opinion of Philly. Like we're like the underdog, but
you feel
but the over is also us. Like we're
Right.
also like really hard on ourselves.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
chill the fuck out.
yeah.
It's crazy. And it
Yeah,
happens
it's a
to Ben
weird
Simmons.
complex. You're right.
Right.
Like, how could you always be the underdog, but then expect always to win?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
like
it
an
doesn't make
oxymoron.
yeah.
that's what what
Yeah.
an underdog is. Is like it's like
Right.
we're kind of fucked.
And that's what's in New York and LA. They're like, you guys should be winning.
Yeah.
That's
it.
the difference,
Yeah.
right?
And that's it.
Right, that's it. That's I remember like
literally
when Randy Johnson when he went to the Yankees, like dominant in the fucking Diamondbacks, won a World Series, and then he comes to the Yankees and it's like he's like I can't fucking take the press here. It's like, yeah, man, get out,
Right.
Right.
the fuck out. Like Kevin Brown, he came over from the Dodgers. He wound up breaking his hand from frustration. He punched the fucking dugout wall.
Dear God.
It's like no, yeah, you guys can't handle it. It's like it's wild. It is weird.
Yeah, it's a fun complex and having the Ben Simmons. So
Yeah, right.
yeah, rest in pussy. We got Matt.
Rest in
Yeah,
pussy.
we got.
Yeah.
You know he's
like
fucking tagging that shit up, dude.
Rest in
Yeah, for
He's a
pussy.
light-skinned 6'8" basketball player. He's
Yeah.
tagging that shit up, dude.
Yeah,
He's
obviously.
fucking. That's why he's like, I'm bigger than the city. I'm going to LA and partying.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
I'll
I mean,
go out
he came
with
with a
LeBron.
Kardashian.
Hmm?
He's like, I'll go with LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron would be like, why not? You could stick around
LeBron
for a
would just
year.
hug him and be like, "It's okay, man."
Well, LeBron just fucking got a ridiculous team.
Yeah, I know.
His team's unbelievable.
Well, he's clearly looking to win a title again. So
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't like losing the first round last year.
Yeah.
Well, he had. I mean, he was there with.
He was injured, wasn't he?
No, he just had to promote Space Jam 2.
Oh.
He just was a pussy and gave up on his team.
I say it's Space Jam 2, but whatever.
Yeah, he has to win like 2 more, and then he's GOAT.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nah, I still don't think so.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
I know.
But if he wins 2 more, he has more than Jordan.
So this is based on rings?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
based on rings. You
It-
said
it
is.
you-
It is based
Not
on
Every
rings.
time you bring up the argument, you're like, "Let's talk about rings."
For certain
Let's
things.
talk about jewelry. All right.
For teams. Yeah, for teams. For overall team legacy. Sure, it's different.
Sure, whatever. Anyways, do you want to talk about the fight to end all fights?
No.
Fucking Jake Paul and Tyler Woodley.
So fucking dumb.
That was. Yeah, I did the legal shit and watched it and didn't fucking
We all
pay.
did.
But
Yeah,
I
we
love
all did.
I love that thing. It's just like I still feel ripped off.
Yeah, right.
Because it was so trash?
Yeah. There's still some great fights. I liked some of the Dubois guy was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, the undercard's whatever because they're actual boxers.
Right. No, Tommy Fury was really underwhelming. I remember that. That's
Is
Tyson Fury's little brother.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Or
what
like
I thought it was.
Like
Or a kid.
second second brother or
They're gypsies, so
I don't
it's
I
a
don't
whole
know how
thing.
divorced families work.
I don't know how divorce families.
Yeah, because I have a wonderful family. Half brother. There it is. And he
gotcha.
just had like a really easy fight and he just kind of ate ass.
Yeah.
Like he won, but it was just like okay.
Like, it
Did
was like
you?
a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those.
He found like they were tailoring that fight, that Tommy's fight, so he could fight Jake Paul next.
Right.
And they were like looking at that fight, being like, "Oh, like this is gonna be it's gonna be the next fight," and it's just so underwhelming that he like fought his way out of another fight.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. So yeah, that was really underwhelming. Even fucking your dude, the bar seat guy.
Barstool.
Yeah, he's calling him out. He's like, "Hey, like that
Bar
fucking."
seat guy.
That fucking he said, "Tommy, you suck." That's
Yeah.
what he said on the broadcast. Incredible.
That was actually, for real, the funniest and best part of the whole thing was
Yeah.
Big Cat and fucking Portnoy had like, they were doing the betting, the
Yeah.
Turning
sportsbook
red
thing.
on the camera.
And it's
bro.
funny because they got all their picks wrong, and at the very end they're like, "Well, we're 0 for 8."
Yeah.
It was very funny, but like they were also, because they don't give a shit, they were just saying what's on their mind.
Yeah.
They were just like making fun of people's names, like, and like this is the best part of the whole thing. Like this is the best part. Like everything else is like it's just stupid. Like again, Woodley had the chance to KO him. He was fucking not aggressive enough. He should have pushed him on the ropes.
No, we're getting to the main event.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
why not? What else? We fucking. I mean,
because I'd like the Dubois knockout. He knocked out the big fat Italian dude.
yeah,
That was another cool fight. I thought there was like some decent fights
yeah.
on the card, and I was like, this is like that got my attention. Like, well, I spent most of the time watching, and I was stoked for the main event, and then main event. I love what people are calling Tyron Woodley, and that's the frozen one.
The frozen one.
Yeah, because he's the chosen one.
Right.
Yeah,
And I just
yeah.
fucking lost my shit.
He held back so much.
He held that. Yeah, that's what I was
He
saying.
he held back
He
in
held
his
back
in his last UFC fights.
Yeah.
That's always been his issue.
I know.
Well, also, it was like I heard the commentators talk about like how he kept on punching off of his back foot.
That's interesting. I didn't hear that.
So he kept on. So
I was too busy slamming my head against the wall.
He was punching off his back foot a lot.
So he's punching off his back foot. Some of those punches could have been knockout punches, but just because he was throwing them off his back foot, like it just
the rope saved Paul.
Well, the rope saved Paul for sure. Yeah, but I'm saying,
down.
But in general, like he could have done it better.
Tiger. Dude, he hit him.
It's just
but also after,
experience.
I mean that's why the ropes are there. Because they mark where the end of the map is. So if you
map.
Yeah, the end of the map at the bar seats.
Yeah.
He basically, after that happened though, he tagged Paul, and then he kind of just slept for the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the fight, like after he got him in a position where you wanted him,
right?
He was like, "Oh, I guess that's it, huh?"
Yeah.
And that was it for Tyron. Like he just didn't. He just like, oh, he does the same. He has the same fucking dumb look in his face, where he's just like, oh fucking. I think someone said it pretty well. He always looks like he's like really nervous, and then like you like want to help the person, but then they do something out of nervousness, and it's like, nah, I don't want to help that person.
Right.
Like he gets embarrassed himself.
Woodley was never in danger in that fight of getting knocked out.
Yeah.
He never got tagged. He never got tagged and got rocked. He got hit a little bit.
Yeah, no. He was never any real danger.
No, he was never. Yeah.
No, you're right on that. You're right.
Whatever punches it looked like he could take them. Whatever punches was coming at him, it was like it didn't seem like it was gonna.
Because Paul doesn't have the strength of some of the guys in the MMA, in UFC that he fought has.
But Paul, like the fact that he was able to compose himself during that, because when he got rocked that first time, Woodley was fucking with him, doing this thing, and then trying to tag. But
he
fucking
actually,
high school shit.
He actually landed some jabs doing it.
He did. Because that was just because that was high school shit, and then he was just like, I didn't know what to do.
Right.
And then the bell saved him, and then he tried to go at it again. But at that point, Paul was able to like regain himself, and it was just like shit. But there was a couple times when Paul got like punched in the face, and he's like, "Fuck, I'm in a fight."
Right.
You saw his eyes. Especially that one tag. Like, whoa.
Well, you can tell at the end, like his. I do think Paul won that fight.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think we can all say that.
Yeah,
You definitely won that fight.
I'm surprised it was split.
Yeah.
Surprised.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
With the decision, you could tell in his end speech that he was in serious trouble.
Yeah.
His attitude after the fight was completely different.
It was so
he was respecting Tyron. He's being like, oh, like, you had a good fight. I could tell he trained really hard. And he also said this. I think I'm going to take some time off.
Yeah, I know, right?
And think about my life. That's what he said. He didn't say think about my life. He said I'm going to get my teeth like fixed or something and like get a haircut, which is, you're retarded. And I mean that in like a good way. Like not but you know what I'm saying.
He has a special haircut.
Yeah. He's acting like someone that's mentally incapacitated.
Yeah, for sure.
The fact that he just said like, hey, I need to like take a second.
He was able to like finish the class, right? And then just been like, okay, I don't have to come back, right? I'm never coming back, because he was, absolutely.
Like, you want a rematch? Oh,
yeah. You need to get that tattoo.
Yeah.
Get that tattoo. And I'm like, and then they got like, that's a hair versus hair match, okay? When you get the tattoo thing.
It went right back into like just like propaganda almost, like, like building the fight against, like, get the tattoo, get that. It's like, all right. But here's the thing. I don't want to see the fight again. I'm over it. I saw it. I'm done. Woodley's fucking dude, stop. Like, just stop. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't want to see that fight again. Like, it doesn't draw. Like, I don't know. Who's he fight next? I mean,
this is what we call the death of boxing, everybody.
It's been dying.
Yeah. This is the official nail in the coffin.
No, boxing is just starving and asking it to be fed right now.
Yeah.
It's on a hunger strike.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Feed me.
It's dead.
And
the problem is the Jake thing is gonna go on forever. Like, but now he has to fight like a real boxer. All right, and he fights a real boxer. And like, he has to fight a better boxer.
Right.
He's like, he's got to fight the champion. He's actually a fighter at that point.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, knowing that, I'm just much less invested.
Right.
Like, I'm just like, all right.
You know what needs to happen is his next opponent needs to steal the show, and then the focus needs to be on his opponent.
He has to get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because he's turning into like a boxing YouTuber. and it was more fun when he was the YouTuber boxing.
Right.
But like I don't go to YouTube and look up boxer vlog.
Right.
And like what? Oh, the guy is at the training camp today. Like it was interesting because he was just some random fucking Disney kid that like, oh, I box now. And it's like you can't know how to fight. You're fucking dumb. Like he's like, oh, I can prove it. And then like he's like this. I don't know. He beat Ben Askren, so it's like, oh, obviously he can't fight. But it's just gonna keep going on. It's gonna keep going. Oh, you beat Tyron. How about you fight someone that actually boxes? Okay, and then he fights Tommy. Yeah. And then after Tommy, how about you fight someone better? And it's like it doesn't end. Yeah. So knowing that, I'm like, all right, and I feel like he probably knows that too. I think he's a lot smarter.
He's made so much money.
Yeah,
right,
really
4 fights.
I
Plus
think
YouTube.
Right.
Who gives a fuck?
Even though I call him really dumb, I think he's pretty smart in what he knows how to do that. I think he's surrounded by people that really help.
Dude, you could be dumb, but be smart in marketing yourself. You could be dumb though.
Yeah, the infrastructure was there though with Logan. So it was like
he's dumb too, but he's another guy who's dumb. But again, I like him way better because like again, he's self-aware now of himself. He's like, I'm fucking kind of an idiot, like whatever. Like he kind of gets who he is, but like Jake doesn't. He's just like it's like okay, dude, sure,
yeah.
Fight in a cage. I don't know.
Well, he has that like the end speech. It was like it was great. Really in shape or something. You know, I'm probably not gonna fight again for like a while.
Yeah.
Go to the beach and sit down on a chair and you
got fucking rocked for the first time
the
ever.
Waves.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "This is for my foundation of like anti-bullying."
Oh my God! What?
And you know, I used to be a bully.
Anytime
also,
used to be, you still are.
Yeah,
watch me just go right into bullying Tyron
Yeah.
after he calls me out. It's like, dude, I'm not sure if I'm saying really, really dumb or you're just stupid smart, like playing like 4D chess. Like I'm just like, you, what the fuck are you doing? You know, it's just that whole thing. I think I had a beer and I was very hungover from the experience. I was very just like,
yeah, I was by the I think by the 6th round, I was like, oh man, they're gonna win or he's gonna win.
Right. I woke up.
It's gonna suck.
I woke up the next day very depressed. Not my regular depressed. Just like this was just
this
like
shit wasn't regular.
No, this was out of my system. I was like, this is like not good.
Yeah.
I spent 6 hours investing into that, and I just didn't. It made me upset, and I can't get my time back. So that's boxing, and why it's dead.
And that's boxing.
And that's boxing. That's what we got, and then we'll go WWE corners since we're all about the fake fights.
We're all about it.
This is more real now, dude. I get this. I get I can see why you fucking wrestling is cool if you want to believe it, man. It's like hypnosis.
Yeah.
You know?
It really
Still real
is.
to me, damn it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, I'm going to show you what's going on over here.
I like that NXT logo with all this paint. Yeah.
Right. Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay, well, this is a rebrand, and now Vince McMahon is going to produce NXT when before it used to be Triple H. Okay? Triple H during what? 2000.
Is it Pride Month at NXT? What's going on here?
No, it's.
Is that why I subconsciously like it?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, why? Why do I relate to this so much?
It's the death of NXT.
Okay.
Because
why?
Because this used to be the old NXT. What does that invoke in you? It's like
wrestling, dude.
Yeah, right. And what does this invoke in you?
It's like TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's in the old one, there's WW in that. So is it just a subset?
Yeah. So it's like WWE has 3 types of shows: NXT, Raw, and SmackDown.
Oh,
so this used to be their developmental, quote unquote, right?
Right.
It kind of is still, but it's in a weird spot because so many stars came out of there.
Okay.
So they were like able to get a deal. So Triple H was running it, and every fan, like when Raw and SmackDown sucked, this was at least their saving grace. And now Vince has their hands on it. He kicked his son-in-law out of that position because he's like, I don't like what you're doing. And he because it goes back down to that they lost against AEW during the ratings war for Wednesdays that no one really cared about.
Right.
It wasn't the WCW of whatever. And now it's fucking this. So, yeah, like fucking as a wrestling fan.
So wait, AEW beat them one day a week, and he's like, we need an overhaul.
Well, like it was like they went against each other head to head during for like a while, and like so.
We're talking about. You're not talking about the CM Punk return. That's a different
No,
AEW episode.
No, that's a different episode. Yeah, they were able to get like more time, but
Okay.
this is when they were first starting out, and this is like WWE's way of like crushing them before they even start. So they're like, watch our program, don't watch AEW, and everyone went to see AEW because they're like, well, I have it on Peacock or whatever. I have the network. I'll just catch it later.
Right.
And that's the thing about like the Fox deal, because Fox paid how much for fucking SmackDown? They paid $1 billion for SmackDown. $1 billion
Christ.
because they were like, oh, it's live sports. It's not live sports. It's a TV show.
Right.
And everyone views it that way. So the fact that you're not going to get numbers because it's live unless it's like good. And so it wasn't that great. So it's weird. So now NXT is kind of dead, which kind of sucks because it was like at least there's people there.
Right. So the rebranding is just setting it up that like, hey, we suck now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like because it's Vince McMahon and his longtime
Getting like a
right-hand
Whole
man.
Foods vibe from that. Like,
I like
right?
the logo.
like we sell like
Oh God, you're such a boomer.
we got we got quinoa.
How? It's
Yeah.
bright. How am I a boomer? If anything, I'm a boomer if I like the old one.
Nah, dude. Wrestling needs to be this. It doesn't need to be.
But I feel like that's always what wrestling is, that type of logo. Switch it up a little bit, especially not for the main brand.
Okay, have you remember like silly characters in WWE, like super silly
Yeah, of
characters,
course.
like the Minotaur or
Yeah,
whatever?
Brooklyn Brawler, bro.
Yeah, like shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But like not ironic. Okay, and that's what it's gonna be.
No.
Yes,
I'm
telling you.
The cool
It's
logo.
coming out of a 70-year-old demented man. Like he doesn't know what's going on anymore. He doesn't know what's good.
It's still a cool logo, regardless of the fact that they're gonna fuck it up. It's relevant.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a chance they might not fuck it up, but it's probably gonna get fucked up.
So is Vince shooting himself in the foot
Kind of. And he just doesn't know it because everything.
because he's Vince?
Yeah, because
His
everyone's
suit's on
tall.
too tight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like so, Adam Cole, which was they're one of their top guys in NXT. Vince offered him $1 million contract. Granted, this guy is let me pull him up because he's small. So like
Adam Nutter.
Yeah.
yeah.
The English musician will come up before me as the bummer.
So this is Adam Cole. Like this dude, you can tell like he's not huge, right?
Right.
So he's not gonna be used. Vince likes
in
big
decent
guys.
shape.
Decent shape
Right.
for sure.
That's stupid though. Just because
I know, because-
you should be able to play. It's a character. It's not about the size. It's because it's fake. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's
Yeah.
literally it doesn't matter.
Vince is like, I want football players.
Right.
I want
And that's what they're doing.
sumos. Yeah.
It's like, but
They
you're not
s-
really fighting. So chill.
Yeah. So here's the thing. They
hey,
stopped-
Vince has a type. All right.
yeah, he really does.
don't interrupt.
Big, brawny,
that.
handsome
yeah.
men.
So he turned down $1 million contract, like set for life. You know what I mean? And now he's probably going to AEW. Daniel Bryan might show up at All Out this
See,
Sunday.
AEW knows what's going. We're getting this guy. We're getting Ben
Dude,
Simmons.
Is like WWE like legitimately like for the first time in forever like
Cam Newton. No.
yeah Cam Newton,
Is Cam Newton in? Yeah.
like actually like in trouble for
Here's the problem. They'll never be in trouble because they get so much money from different, like,
countries.
yeah, they
Global.
diversify their funds. You know what I
Smart.
mean? So WrestleMania is their biggest moneymaker. Their deal with Saudi Arabia is at least twice as big as their WrestleMania.
Of course, they're big with Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Of course, dude.
And they
Yo, Saudi Arabia. I think it's Turkish. They fucking oil wrestling. You hear that?
Oil wrestling?
Yeah.
Oil wrestling.
They wrestle on
Oh,
oil?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it's like out in the field,
That sounds right.
and they're just like, yeah, this isn't
That's so
weird.
gay.
And then
That's Greek
but
shit. That's like old school
super,
Greek
they're
shit.
super like homophobic.
Yeah.
But like, this is a sport. This is legit.
Dude, anyone who's homophobic is gay. We all know that.
It's so funny because I'm just thinking like how that became a sport. Like, all right, I got oil. And all right, you want to like wrestle? Like, not make it weird. And you're like, oh, we'll make it weird. And people like got around that and watched. Like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's the Greeks were like, we should oil each other and wrestle. It's like, yeah,
The
and
Greeks
then
were just-
that turned into like, you want to also fuck each other in the butt, and they're like, well, I don't know how that helps, but sure.
The Greeks were just
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah.
I think Saudi's a little more steps. The Greeks were just like, yeah, we kind of just fuck dudes.
Yeah. We're kind of this is their thing
right.
now.
But of course,
And that's why they collapsed because they
Yeah.
went gay.
exactly. So of course Saudi just has this huge deal, and it's like, we like wrestling.
And plus, also, like, there was this almost an international incident where wrestlers were left behind, and they were like in an airplane, like
Like
it wasn't
Afghanistan.
starting. No.
Oh.
Like, they were in Saudi Arabia. They were like in Dubai. It was right. It was right
Oh.
after a
Definitely not
show
Saudi Arabia. Dubai is Dubai.
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's a whole separate
God damn it, you're right. I'm wrong.
Emirates.
Okay, I'm
No,
an
I know,
American.
right?
I'm an American. I don't know my map. Okay. Anyways, in Saudi
You think it's right next to
Arabia.
Mexico and England?
No,
I think they
but-
got soccer there. Yeah.
It's called football.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so like, WWE's, they know how to make their money, and they'll never be brought down because, their funds are so diversified until everyone sees that how much of a fraud they are, because they have the greatest library, right, of wrestling ever, but they don't market themselves as a wrestling.
How about
show.
if they, for real, the real suggestion, if they go back to Attitude Era?
Here's the thing. It's just, the era is not going to be different. It's just give the fucking, yes, in the sense of Attitude Era, give the wrestlers fucking time and let them make their own mistakes. And
I was thinking more like crazy Hell in a Cell and hardcore matches and like.
there's a fucking pay-per-view called Hell in a Cell.
No, I know,
and
but
every match is in
I
Hell
know,
in a
no,
Cell.
but
And
right,
it's
but
not, but
right, they don't go all out. Is my point.
Well,
like,
no. They do go all out, and the problem is that they don't build stories.
Well,
Like the Hell in a Cell is supposed to be a blow-off.
right.
It's the end.
Yeah.
I mean, let's
it's
be
the
honest.
end of
When
a
Mick
thing.
Foley got thrown off that fucking thing, that's
I
the
know,
greatest
but
moments
Vince-
in
but
wrestling
Vince is-
history.
Yeah, but Vince also told him never to do that again.
And he did it again.
No, no
Kind
he
of. Triple H fucking backflipped him, and he fell. That's the same distance through the ring.
Yeah, but that was
I understand.
that was better staged.
I understand. Point is, it's the same distance, and you're still falling
but
through
you
a
can
thing.
all look with some of this wrestling stuff. Like sometimes when the cat's out of the bag, the cat's out of the bag, and it's all about like producing it.
Sure.
Right, and it's all about like the angles of it. That's why that AEW like firework thing when it showed
Yeah.
that, and it popped off like like nothing happened. It was like an old man coming. Poof.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's just like you gotta produce it correctly. You gotta get the right angles,
Right.
and as long as it comes off like cool, then it's good. Because there's people like John Cena's like FU'd or whatever, attitude adjustment, whatever. I forgot his fucking finisher. It used to be the FU, which is great.
Right.
But and it was on the mat. People kind of saw it, but it was like the fireworks went up, and the camera angle was right, so no one like shitted on them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's television.
Can I
It goes
ask,
back to
can I ask
television.
a Mick Foley Undertaker Hell in a Cell question? Was that
Sure.
meant to happen?
No, Undertaker was trying to keep his composure because he didn't realize he was like, "Fuck, did I kill him?"
Okay. Well, if he didn't mean to do it, then I mean
Mick Foley threw himself.
What a fucking lunatic.
He was.
He went full send.
Yeah, he went full send.
Fuck. That's
So he
crazy.
was like kind of like to just give you the dramatic, but he was like, all right,
So
fuck it.
can I ask what was supposed to happen then?
Whatever. That's the thing. Once you're out there, you figure it out.
No, but okay. So let's try to figure out. So what were they trying? Okay, so if Undertaker didn't expect that to happen, and Mick Foley was like, "I'm doing that." What was the probably predicted scene in Undertaker's mind? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did Undertaker think was gonna happen? Like, he's gonna go to throw him. He's gonna stop himself.
Yeah,
and then he's
kind
gonna,
of.
like push back
and
or
then
something like
they
that.
would
like,
work themselves down. From
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Like they were
Oh,
both thinking
shit.
like.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what did Undertaker think was gonna happen? Because they had two different things.
Yeah.
Literally opposites. Legitimate opposites. So
and then when he went down the ring, like the real time, that's the one that like everyone was like, "Oh, that fucker's dead," because it's a plank, it's wood.
Yeah.
So it's like you're hitting fucking wood.
Yeah.
And the thing gave, and he didn't expect it to give, and that's when his tooth fell out.
Right. It went through his lip, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, he broke his ribs too on that fall, right?
Yep.
He climbed the cage, but broke, like, fucked up. That's impressive. To climb a 20-foot cage like that?
Right.
Just to get thrown through it again?
It hurts. It hurts to breathe.
Yeah.
This is the other thing that people forget about. He also later came out that last show to like help another angle with Stone Cold, because
I don't remember that at all.
It was Stone Cold versus Kane, and then Mick went out to help Stone Cold.
Wow. Now I remember that.
And then Mick was like, and then they're like, and then JR was like, "What the fuck is he doing out here?
He's
he needs
dead.
to be in the hospital.
He should actually be dead right now."
But there's gonna be like, I think Darby Allin. Darby Allin's gonna be one of those people who's gonna be like a
Is
Mick Foley.
that Twink Sting?
That's Twink Sting.
Okay.
Twink Sting is gonna be
That's
great.
the name of the episode, by the way. Twink Sting is the name of the episode. I know we took it for 4 seconds, but that's hilarious. Twink Sting.
But and then we're getting all these people from AEW. Like Daniel Bryan might show up at All Out. That's what the rumor is. He's definitely gonna probably show up around one of their biggest shows in New York is the Asher.
The Asher, yep.
Yeah, so they're gonna do good TV
Okay,
there.
but going back to my point, like
They're not gonna do.
No. I'm saying, like, is there ever gonna be a feeling like that again as a fan? I don't mean like
you get that with CM Punk. You're not getting that. You're not getting that with WWE. Like unless they make a story where it's like the dude is. The closest thing I can see them doing is doing Brock versus Lashley, where I can see where I'm
like a crazy
where I'm interested.
thing where you're like, in other words, like that Mick Foley moment where it's so ingrained in my brain, like off the case. Like I'm saying, is there like another, like we're all like still like 20 years later, like, whoa, that was nuts. Is there ever going to be another thing like that in either AEW or WWE? Do you think?
I don't know.
Like, I'm saying, you think that we're going to be like, yo, when he fucking jumped off the Titantron to like drop kick him, that was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there gonna be like a moment like that again?
Maybe. I mean, it depends. It also depends on how it's shot. Like, that's how. I mean, it just depends. It just sometimes the line, like, it just lines up where it's great, and you have the great camera angle, and maybe you have a shit camera angle, and it looks like shit, but like everyone else in the arena was like, "Oh my god!"
Right.
You know what I mean? So wrestling's a TV
was
show.
that the peak? Wrestling
I think Attitude Era was
best
best.
I'm saying that the fucking Hell in the Cell was that the
no, it has to be up there, but I think
I would say that was
era,
that was the turning moment because it was from WCW.
That was what, 97, right?
Yeah, 97. Around 97.
And obviously the Attitude Era ended what, 2004?
Right, but this is the thing. He came from ECW, and ECW was like
ECW.
Exactly, dude. ECW was whatever Mick Foley was doing times 10. Like, let's be serious. You know what I mean? Like, New Jack, fucking
New Jack, bro.
New Jack is like a fucking, that dude is crazy, and he's dead. God rest his soul.
A little too crazy.
Yeah, a little too crazy.
Yeah.
But so we got Daniel Bryan coming in, and then Bray Wyatt also great like character work. And he might go to TNA. So this is going to be interesting where I think all these companies are working together where it's going to be like, oh, we got a traveling champion. Oh, you might see him on AEW. Oh, you might see him at NWA. Watch these programs. And then I don't know. It's going to be like the territories before Vince in a way. And hopefully that's enough to take, well, they're never going to take WWE down, but definitely the viewership is going to be
right. You want competition.
I want competition.
Yeah.
And I want like good fucking I want like wrestling can be good.
It could be.
It could be when it's fucking
you need
done
a competition,
right.
dude.
Yeah.
That's why.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for All Out. Fucking Daniel Bryan is going to become Bryan Danielson because that was his name in the Indies. So he just switched it.
Wait, so is he not allowed to keep his name if he wanted to?
No.
Really?
I don't think.
That's
Well, unless he did a deal with Vince, because I know The Rock can keep his name. John Cena kept his name. CM Punk was able to keep his name.
What's John Cena's real name?
John Cena.
Oh, is it? That's his real
Yeah,
name.
it's his real name. He just uses his real name.
Oh, so that would be crazy if he wasn't allowed to use his actual real name somewhere else.
Right. Well, Cody Rhodes wasn't able to use his name
Right. That's
because
so
the
fucked
Rhodes, because he
That's so fucked up.
was
You're
able
right.
to sign away his Rhodes name. So, and the only reason
Dude, that's
his
bananas.
wife comes out is so
Right.
they would be able to, because she didn't give away her name.
Right.
So it was like, so they can say Cody and Brandy Rhodes.
That's so fucked.
I know.
that's your
Vince is a
name,
menace,
bro. That's
dude.
your name.
I know, but
bro.
also
I'd be
that's
mad.
also why I respect guys like that. You're like, you know what? I own your fucking. You want to fucking leave? I own your name. Like you don't get to fucking go.
Dude,
there.
fuck
It's like,
Vince.
all right,
I'd
all right.
be big mad, man.
This guy's
I'd try to
fucking-
wrestle Vince.
I
I
kinda
mean,
think
this
that's
pissed
kind of
me
a
off,
baller.
man. That's my name.
All right. Well, anyways, but yeah, so that's us. That's the sport.
That was sports.
That was sports.
Yeah, we
was
fucking
and sports entertainment.
we talked sports while Adam drafted.
Yeah, where are you in the draft?
Last pick.
Okay, perfect.
No, overall or
no,
in order.
This is the last pick of the draft. My next pick's the last pick of the draft.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really good. I asked one
Yeah,
question.
yeah. There you go.
I was they not good? I was
you were
talking
good.
the whole time.
That's
It
fast
was
for
funny.
a draft.
Well, everyone's pretty quick. I gotta say.
Really?
Everyone was pretty quick. Yeah, everyone was pretty
Typically,
quick.
I
I missed 2 picks while I was talking. So
Okay. Fair enough.
I think I want to get.
If we cost you, we're gonna never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
If I come in any less than third this season, it will be on YouTube. 100% be on YouTube.
Well, you should have been paying
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah.
I wanted to make this a bit on the show. You guys
Don't
didn't want it, it's
let
fine.
don't let a hurricane stop you next time.
It was an actual tornado, but it's fine.
Yeah.
An actual tornado was by my house, but it's okay.
Yeah. Where can we find you, Adam, when you're not drafting?
Yeah.
First place in this motherfucker. Adam Nutter and all the stuff. Go to DropTent.com/events for tickets to the Chalfont show. September 11th, Chalfont, PA at the Pop-In, right outside of Philly. Get your tickets, 7:30 and 9:30 show. Go get them. And that's it for me. I'll go listen to Cult of Us and Porcupine.
Oh yeah, those are things too. You could just follow me at Garrett Monaco. I don't even fucking like comedy. Just do that. Just follow me there. No, that's. Yeah. Follow us at SlapstickCast on Instagram. Follow us, same name, at SlapstickCast on Twitter. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. Like, comment, subscribe.
Please.
Releasing clips daily, so get on that shit. It's awesome. We got clips bite size, so we can spoon feed you daily if you like that. Which I know a lot of viewers are into that
For sure.
because that's just awesome stuff here with Slapstick Sports. Also, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, you're damn well to review this and leave a great comment.
Yeah.
Fucking
5-star review, please.
yes. Only 5 stars. That's
Yes.
we
The Rob Van Dam of fucking podcast over here.
yeah, we give you nothing but great quality podcasts while we have people draft on it. What do you
exactly.
what do you got, Jesse?
You can find me at Jesse Pedraza Show on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm posting shit, funny shit, whatever. I'm always trying to stay active on that. You can buy our t-shirts.
Yes, merch, baby.
Yeah.
Merch. Oh.
Merch.
It's
Merch.
unisex.
Yeah.
So yeah, please
Just like the new NXT fucking logo.
yeah.
It's a unisex
the good
logo.
one.
Yeah.
The good one. But yeah, please buy our t-shirts. They're fucking good quality
They are.
t-shirts. And yeah, $25. Please support us. And you can find me at Punchline. Jesus Christ, why do I forget? Punchline,
uninvite
September
you.
26th.
Right.
In Espanol. I am stressing out. All right. That's it for us. Adam's totally done. Bye-bye.